All right, so game one of what do we call this? Round two of the winners bracket. All right, so what do we have here? Let's get into this. Come on, there we go. For our destroyers, RESIN bringing legendary gearing, followed by legendary gearing, followed by non-legendary gearing. For cruisers, RESIN is now able to take Des Moines, since Des Moines is not banned. We've got ourselves a legendary Des Moines. We've got Peyton in, of course, a Minotaur. We've got another legendary Des Moines, and Frice brings the Minotaur as well. Actually, the Minotaur, as we know. We've got Yamato, and we've got Kremlin for our battleships. Now, it's interesting, we just saw earlier RESIN play this map, and they brought a different lineup for battleships. I wonder why. Let's take a look at MILKY. Now, MILKY bringing a Shimakaze, a gearing that is legendary mod. Another Shimakaze, this is torpedo spec. We saw Throw do that earlier. We've got a Minotaur. Now, this is Minotaur. This is a smoke Minotaur. Interesting. We've got ourselves... Did I mention the gearing? Legendary... there's two gearings. Two legendary gearings. We got a legendary Des Moines. Another legendary Des Moines. And then Ohio. And Conqueror rounding things out. This is what I expected to see on that Ohio last game, by the way, guys. The... what is it? The range... extension module for slot 3. Anyway, here we go. You get over to the side here so we can kind of see what's going on with both sides. And actually, I can hit the map key. That can work too. Now, interestingly enough, RESIN is going for a heavy BC side strat. And it looks like MILKY is favoring a more balanced approach with 5 ships south and then 4 ships north. Well, technically 2 in the middle. Both Minotaurs being smoked up by gearings. The difference, of course, and actually all 3 Minotaurs being smoked up here. You can see that in the map view. The difference, of course, is the fact that Carl does not have radar. And the thing is, Peyton does. Look at these torpedoes already placed, figuring this is where the Death Snail is going to go. Honestly, for both sides. Carl now putting on the Hydro, and those torpedoes will fizzle out. Mad Dog barely getting a little skinny there for those torpedoes early on. Some torpedoes coming into Frice's Minotaur location. That's going to force him out. He's got the Hydro going. He'll be just fine. So far, not much mileage out of these smoke snails. Shots coming across the board for the Conqueror because there's probably nothing else to shoot at this point. Just barely making it over the island and hitting and doing nothing. But now you can see the double Des Moines in that Death Snail from Eagle Lance. They're going to open up here on the Conqueror. Interesting that they are shooting HE. I thought they might have been going for AP since Picho was broadside. But they're continuing to work down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Simply Carl barely dodging a torpedo in the rear, but these torpedoes will not be dodged. It's going to take one. No. Oh! That's seamanship right there. Look at that turn. Minotaur, very difficult to back up. And change direction, or well, you know, change back and forth. So the fact that he was able to put himself in that position to just hit W and get out of trouble, Very impressive. Very good work. I do wonder, though, if they thought that he had radar and he forgot to change it and had smoke instead. I wonder if that was a thing, as Carl now dodges again. Gearing under Peyton's radar for a few seconds. You can see the intensity of that focus fire from the 2 Des Moines there. Just cutting through like a buzzsaw. I always liken the Des Moines to like a Roman gladius. It just cuts and cuts and cuts. Absolutely nuts. Now, Rice Enjoyer detected on Frice's radar Minotaur, but as you can see, Brody responding with his own radar as he's pushing through the smoke. So he knows, Frice knows he can't stay there. So very good maneuver by Frice getting out of that potential danger, and he's even able to take advantage of the fact that the gearing was so insolent that he stopped. But nobody else can really do anything down at A. Those two are just working on backing up. Meanwhile, Eagle Lance starting the next smoke screen for the 2 Des Moines. And look at all the torpedoes that they get to dodge now. Brilliant salvo by Milky's Shimakaze. Eagle Lance is going to dodge it no problem. Warp Chaos. Boy, no, right. See the torpedoes. They'll be okay. Now they just need a target to shoot. And look, there just happens to be a Conqueror and nobody else to shoot at. Oh, Frice gets whacked a little bit there. Probably got detected, and that Ohio probably shot at him. Yep, looks like the bow turrets only, because the rear turrets were still turning. And now Peyton is just going to sit there and hold down left mouse button on the Ohio. Of course, the Amato K-bomb is going to help out with that. What's going on the other side? Oh, look. You got the Des Moines that are continuing to just chew up the Conqueror. Remember, fire damage, burn damage is 100% repairable with the repair party. So in theory, all of the fire damage he's getting is going to repair. That being said, once Picho runs out of repair parties, he's only got 2 left. Once he runs out of those repair parties, that's it, and then the fires will stick. Simply Carl getting some good shots in on Boy No Right's Des Moines, because somehow he ended up outside the smoke. Bit of a mistake in my opinion, but so far doing okay for it. So far he's doing okay for it. Bisha going to the border. This can force him into those torpedoes, but he's slowing down. He sees the torps. He'll be fine there. But the problem is he's got very little room to maneuver now. Very little room to maneuver. Torpedoes coming through the midsection. That should be no problem for Milky's Destroyer and Cruiser combo. Rice Enjoyer, though, coming into trouble right now in the gearing. But Frice is also relatively low. As shots are coming, these are probably the Ohio shells. Let's follow those for a second. They do some damage. Not much. Judge and Frice doing what they need to do, right? They're kiting away, but you notice they're kiting along the border. And this prevents the gearing and Des Moines from turning back in and getting into the fight. Also, while they're doing their crazy stuff over there, they are taking the Ohio out of the battle. Boy No Right has been moved into a central location. I think that RESIN is smelling a push forming by Milky, and they want to stop it. That's interesting. I would have thought that they'd have stayed together and focused on trying to get the Conqueror farm down. But they have given up on the Conqueror right now. That could prove to be a decisive misplay. We will have to see what happens in a few minutes. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm watching Stevie as he tries to open the door. I should probably go open the door for him, but he's a smart cat. He'll get it figured out.
The enemy is about to win.
Destroyer gearing here. Cutest Taruhi is under tremendous firepower from, looks like, Peyton's Minotaur. Got him on radar. Boy No Right is in the position to help punish right now with the Des Moines. But I don't think that they're going to come away with the kill. Meanwhile, yep, Stevie made it out. Told you. Meanwhile, here comes Ohio Salvo on Peyton. Peyton's fine. Mad Dog trying to catch up to him, saying, "Slow down, buddy. Let me smoke you." And look at these gearing torpedoes coming out on their pursuers. All the fire going on over here at the B cap, but take a look at what's happening out on the 10 line. Take a look at what's happening out in the 10 line. They've all turned around. This is why I think it was a bad idea to stop advancing. You got to clear the flank. If you can't clear the flank, I mean, look at what's happening here. Warp Chaos now coming under just some random shots from the Minotaur, just to remind him that he exists. And the interesting thing is that the Shimakaze is in radar range. If Warp were to just pop his I win button, he'd be fine. He's getting his turrets turned. And he's getting in position to do something about it. Boy No Right's radar is about to expire. Oh, look at this. Mad Dog now coming under radar threat. Peyton is going to have to back off here. If they can wipe out Milky's push here, Rice Enjoyer and the Des Moines, that can be huge. That can be absolutely decisive. Warp Chaos, though, detected now, on the run, popping his radar, detecting that Shimakaze. Broadside Salvo did nothing. That one did something. Warp Chaos now getting smoked from Eagle Lance. They're going to be forced to back off. And you can see the Kremlin FIFA is also backing off. Big hit there from Pisha's Conqueror. Remember, he still has 2 DCPs available because those were fire. That was fire damage, which is fully repairable. Boy No Right is now in trouble as Frice's Minotaur goes down. That's huge. That's really huge over there. Rice Enjoyer still alive, and that Des Moines is still very, very healthy. Suddenly, this game is not looking so good for Team RESIN. They are up on points. They will still win in 2 minutes if nobody else dies. But there's a couple of ships that can easily die. One is Boy No Right in his Des Moines. He's in a very bad position there. And you know this Ohio is just waiting for this shot. He's actually putting his plane up. He's making his list. He's checking it twice. Boy No Right's going to find out if he's been naughty or nice.
The enemy is about to win.
Naughty. Oh, goodness. There goes Boy No Right. And just like that, this game is almost a dead tie right now. Look at the score timer, guys. 6 seconds separate. Which team will win? 6. It's going to come down to ship kills. It's going to come down to mistakes. Eating a torp. Showing broadside at the worst moment. Both teams are very good. We saw Milky yesterday. We saw RESIN today. We know that both teams can handle themselves quite well. Which one will handle themselves better? That's what it comes down to. 6 minutes to go in this battle. And I just don't see RESIN giving up another ship. Now, that being said, Mad Dog is in trouble. He's on radar. Got a little close to Brody's Des Moines. So the question's going to be, how are they going to be able to handle that? Can Mad Dog get out? You can see all the fire coming in on Mad Dog now as he tries desperately to get out of radar range from that Des Moines. He finally manages. Torpedoes coming in on the Ohio. They will miss. Peyton now pinging away with his long-range AP from the Minotaur. K-Bomb trying to get in on this too. He does a little bit. Let's back off here and take a look at the rest of the map. Warp Chaos detected. But Comic is going to go down possibly here. Warp Chaos goes down to Shimakaze Torpedoes. That means a lead change. Now Milky is set to win. Can the Ohio survive? So far, the answer is yes. Although, look at Peyton. Look at Peyton arcing these shells right through the uprights. The kick is good. Wow. And just like that, Peyton comes back and says, nope, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Oh, look at over here. Look at over here. Eagle Lance executing the Conqueror. Just like that. Just like that. And now we have 20 seconds until RESIN wins game 1 of the series. Whoa, I was just about to mention, we get in set for my death pick here. I was just about to mention, folks, that it looked like Milky was still going to win on points. Oh, look at that. Milky gets into the sea cap with the Shimakaze. Ooh. RESIN no longer has any point gain. That's huge. K-Bomb's going to take a couple of torps here. He's all skill, no luck. Oh my goodness. Just like that, Milky is going to win unless Eagle Lance can make something happen and not die here. He turns, dodges. Good dodge. But there's a Shimakaze and a Minotaur on his flank. FIFA has to know torpedoes are coming his way. All they need is one kill. All they need is one kill, but they have 57 seconds to get that one kill. 57, 5-7. Talk about a knife edge. This is competitive, ladies and gentlemen. FIFA choosing to hit the brakes so the torps can fly right by. Oh, this could be bad. This could be very bad. This could prove to be the end of the match. It depends. If FIFA hits the W key, he loses the game. If he hits the S key, he probably still loses the game, but at least he doesn't lose his ship. Yep. Alright. So he saves his ship. Oh, wait. Celestial Hymn coming under attack in the smoke. This might do it. This might do it. This might do it. Oh! Eagle Lance gets the kill for the finish. For the finish. Holy hell, that's one of the closest finishes in competitive history that I've ever seen. Oh, I need to stand up for a second, guys. I'll be right back. Hi, Stevie. Whoa, what an ending. What an ending. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for doing the clips. Even if it doesn't look like it's working, it should be fine. In theory. All right, let's take a look here. We've got Milky. Milky down a game. They want to win this one bad. Here we go. We've got ourselves a legendary Gearing, legendary Shimakaze, a Daring, and another legendary Gearing. Gee, I wonder where the Daring's going to go. We've got ourselves a Stalingrad, a Des Moines, and another Des Moines, both of which are legendary module. We've got ourselves an Ohio and a Burgon. Burgon's a really good pick for this map. Very quick, speedy, got the main battery reload booster. Awesome. Let's take a look at what RESIN is bringing to the table. We've got Mad Dog in a Kleber this time, Eagle Lance in a Yu Yang, and Judge is in a legendary Gearing. We've got Minotaur with what? Legendary Smoke Minotaur, 420 Blaze it all. So he's going to probably form up with the two Des Moines and the Gearing, and together they're just gonna, yeah. So of course we got both Des Moines legendaries. We've got Minotaur, actually Minotaur, Montana for K-Bomb. He's back in his Montana. And then we've got a Yamato. Okay, let's take a look now at the overall map. set things up like that. And let's take a look at the map view. All right, nice, nice, nice. Here we go. Very aggressive play in B cap. Eagle and Mad Dog, of course, know that the daring is probably going to go to B. And if you look at it, Eagle is positioning himself to punish the daring if the daring chooses to go to here, the normal spot that destroyers like to go. See, he's got a shell, he's got an arc right there, and he's in radar range. Daring, of course, realizing he can't do that, forced to back off. So very, very decisive early cap. And what I think is going to happen next is the Kleber and Yu Yang are just going to hit W and go to C. What are they going to find? They're going to find a Gearing and a Des Moines, and possibly a Burgon, although Burgon's been detected now, so they know where he's at. Early shots going back and forth. We got some salvos coming in on the Stalingrad. They're going to miss as AC Schnitzer just hit the brakes and turned in. The typical dodge maneuver. Did get hit there that time. Now take a look at our cruiser push force. Just checking in, making sure everything's looking good. It is awesome. Now, on this map, historically, we like to see cruiser players especially push and fight for this corner. It's a very strong corner, but we've also seen entire battles where literally we just have cruisers stuck on both sides of that island. So we'll have to see what happens there as the torpedoes are fine. Boy and Right doing a nice job in the lead with Hydro for the rest of his cruiser team. Deathsnail showing up over at C as Mad Dog and the Kleber is about to go into the cap. Actually, he's gonna eat all of his teammates' torps. Dun, 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 dun. Mad Dog's like, oh crap. That's okay. Because those torps aren't gonna hit anything anyways. But you can see the Des Moines. Beautiful positioning there with the smoke. He's basically set so that if anything goes into C-cap, if C-cap gets contested, there goes the radar. I'm sure Mad Dog is aware of this, so what he's going to do is he's going to curl in at the very extreme edge, which happens to be exactly where all these torpedoes are going. What he's going to do is he's probably going to back into the cap over here, and that should trip the radar. Nope, radar started already. Carl realizing... Wait, no. Yes. Sorry, the mod thing is not fully working here, but yeah, so the radar went up, and Mad Dog was detected momentarily. Back to the other side of the map, we can see that the Ohio is going to be farmed out for a bit by the two Des Moines. Now, interestingly enough, Frice isn't sitting in that smoke, and Judge is gonna have to move if he's not careful. He's gonna take this torp. Ooh, close. Milky now setting up a counter up in the north there. They do not think they can take the island. Matter of fact, look at these torps coming in now. Brilliant cross shots with torps. Makes it very difficult for ships to dodge, but look at Boy and Right, man. The luck with that person, right? And then Warped might take... No. Wow. Wow. All those torpedoes came up empty. Wow. Daring now for Milky has retaken the B cap. Makes perfect sense, but the destroyer is gone. And you can see here, Mad Dog backed into the cap so that he could take it. Obviously, once... Carl's Des Moines was out of radar, he was able to just kind of back right in, no problemo. All right, let's take a look now. Where can Milky go? They're going to try to kite away up to the north. They're going to look for a shot into the south here. You can see now Fryce using his smoke. And remember, it's a legendary module, and of course, on top of that, the British cruisers have a very large radius with their smoke screens. So this gives the Des Moines much more flexibility in maneuvering. It also allows Judge to go and rotate out and spot torps and fire off torps and then come back. So this does free up Judge's gearing to be able to do some other sneaky things. Radar going up, they're hoping to find something, and they do not. Milky's gearing to the south, coming under fire now. Radar from the Minotaur, that's Peyton. Mad Dog reload boosting, they want this guy out. Can they get him out? 4,000. 4,000. DCP is available. Engines are out. There's the DCP. There's the engine boost. 940 hit points. He's trying to do the dodgy thing. That's the wrong thing. You have to slow down, actually. Hit the brakes. 412 hit points. Wow. Now, what I was saying about the dodgy thing is a lot of destroyers like to rock left and right, left and right, left and right. The problem is when you do that, you basically move in a straight line and you slow yourself down. It makes it easier to be shot at. Shimakaze up to the north. Looks like he must have taken a torpedo. Yes, he did. That's one of those gearing torpedoes. Again, Judge being able to get into those weird firing angles for torpedoes thanks to the flexibility of Fryce's Minotaur. They have taken the island. RESIN has taken the island. But now the question is, what do you do next with that force? You have to work through that flank. You can't just go back to the middle. You go back to the middle and you lose. I'm curious why that gearing... Well, that's old smoke. Never mind. Okay, I was going to say, why would he smoke over there? Very, very risky decision here by the gearing to go back into the cap when they know he's so low. If Peyton were in the area, he could just pop his radar and win, but fortunately for Yamate... Or Yamete? Yeah. Fortunately for him, Peyton is nowhere to be seen. Let's look back up to the north. As Eagle Lance takes a torpedo, a daring torpedo, that's feels bad moment. As Eagle is now spotted, Carl on the Des Moines knows. Ooh, this can be bad for Eagle. This can be very bad for Eagle. He's being shot at from 2 ships. Eagle's got his engine boost going. He's got to be doing his dodgy. DCP is down. If he gets caught on fire, that makes it easier for him to be detected. He's getting out of the torps right up to, and then there's the fire. No, wait. Is it a fire or engine? Engine. Oh, there's the fire. And there's the DCP. Eagle coming away with his ship. Losing quite a bit of health for his trouble, though. What's K-Bomb looking at? Is he looking south at this Des Moines? Yes, he is. And Carl disappeared. Nice job by simply Carl there, backing into that corner. Just so you guys know, let me take a look at this. Let me highlight this. Let me highlight this for you guys. Look at where he backed up. I have never seen a cruiser back into a position like this. I mean, just look at that. There's the big island in the background. It's crazy. Absolute craziness. K-Bomb is the farm target. Is he still looking at the Des Moines? He is still waiting for that Des Moines to come out. So here's the deal. At that point, you need to send Peyton in, or somebody in, to just, YOLO radar, essentially, right? Detect everything for your teammate. But Pisha, of course, in the Brigand is not going to have any of that. He's waiting. Obviously, he's going to shoot at K-Bomb's Montana, but he's also waiting for Peyton to show up because he's in a prime spot to punish Peyton should he show up. There's K-Bomb's salvo, and you can see, decent chunking there on the Brigand. Brigand's salvo also pretty deadly. But even possibly deadlier is Eagle Lance Playing with fire and taking a torpedo up the butt. This guy. The hero of the last game. Taking one torpedo there and in a very tenuous position. K-bomb forced to DCP now. They're going to have to give up C, I think, unless... Oh, Peyton. Peyton, this is... I don't know. He popped his radar. He's hoping to get a shot on this gearing. Can he see the gearing? Not yet. I don't think he's going to see the gearing until the gearing gets behind the island.
The enemy is about to
Let's
win.
look for that salvo from the Burgon we know is coming. Reload booster is off, not available. Here comes the salvo. Big hit from the Des Moines, actually. And here, gearing detected. Gearing is able to get into safety. And Peyton goes down to the Des Moines. Kind of saw that coming, unfortunately. Peyton was unable to get that kill. It's funny, I had mentioned about the YOLO charge a second ago, and didn't kind of work out that way, did it? This is why I just cast the games. I don't actually call them. All right. RESIN now coming into BCAP. I mean, they know they have to make something happen. That entire force, and see, that's what I was talking about. You won the island up here, so now what? And you notice that they didn't continue to push. They went middle, and boy, no right just got slapped. Not expecting a Stalingrad to be there. That's for sure. And now we've got the Burgon on the other side. You got the Stalingrad over here. Boy, I know right is in trouble. Here comes the AP salvo. Not as much as they were hoping. Torpedoes on Schnitzer, not gonna work. And then Boy, no right goes down to, of all things, the Ohio. Right there. Brilliant play. Brilliant play by Milky. Milky's not out of this. Rice Enjoyer does take some hits. Now it comes down to, can they get another kill? K-Bomb trying to heal up. He's probably not going to die in 45 seconds or less. And that leaves Frice. Frice is going to go down here, I think. There's really not much of a chance for Frice. Who's going to kill him is the question. Is it going to be the Des Moines? Is it going to be the Stalingrad? Is it going to be the Ohio? Is it going to be the Burgonia? I mean, there are so many potential kill shots on Frice here. Here comes the salvo from the Stalingrad. It doesn't do anything, but look at Mad Dog. Look at Mad Dog. We got to watch this. With 6 seconds to go, they have to get a kill to extend the game. 3 seconds to go, and Frice goes down to the Minotaur. And that is going to do it for Game 2. Just like that. Just like that, Milky brings a game up as well. Congratulations to Milky for that win, forcing a Game 3, which we all love so much. Okay, Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams need the win in order to move on in the bracket. Whichever team wins is done for the day. Kind of cool. They will start on Saturday. Time, I don't know, guys. Probably about the same time we started today. Knowing my luck, that'll be even earlier than this weekend. Whoever loses gets to play in the loser's bracket a couple of rounds. All right, Milky bringing double Kleber, Daring, Gearing, Des Moines. Is the Gearing legendary? It is. Des Moines, not legendary. Stalingrad, legendary Des Moines, Kremlin, and Conqueror. There's the two. Interesting, Conqueror using the premium DCP module down there in the bottom left. You guys can't see it because of the classic. I just realized that. That's in the way. All this time, guys, you haven't been able to see what's in slot 1. Like it matters that much, I guess. All right, let's take a look over at RESIN. RESIN is bringing legendary gearing, daring, non-legendary gearing, legendary Des Moines. Frice has swapped back to Manitar. We've got legendary Des Moines, Stalingrad this time for Peyton, and Montana, Yamato, legendary Yamato, and I already said that. So cool. There's our lineups. I wonder if I can shrink down that tournament thing so you guys can see the first slot. See if I can do that real quick while the game unfolds. Actually, let me hit the M key for the map so you guys can see what's going on with the map. Logo, 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 logo. Match overlay. I'll bet you this is it. Yeah, see, that's it right there. I could drop it. Drop it like it's hot, but, I mean, I'll just have to leave it. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. Both Darings, I would have expected Mad Dog to go really deep in, but you can see he doesn't want to do that because he's sure that there's a radar cruiser at that spot there. So that makes perfect sense as to why he's backing up. Meanwhile, we've got Judge coming towards A. So that's good. So what you'd expect to see is that both teams are going to want to contest both sides of the map. And it looks like RESIN going for a even split 4-4 with one in the middle. MILKY looks to come away with this cap at B. I don't see how that cap at B can be protected, especially now that Schnitzer was detected, triggering the Stalingrad radar. So Mad Dog is going to be forced to get out of there. Kleber ready to go with his Kleber reload booster on. Mad Dog just got a big hit there from the Conqueror. And that radar has expired, but you can see the damage that was done to Mad Dog already. But in response, where is it? MILKY's Des Moines looks to have taken a torpedo. Yep, he took a torpedo. Did not have hydro going. Did not expect that early torpedo from Eagle Lance. Paid the price for it, but now he's going to get his revenge. Radar is on. Nice citadels there from Warp Chaos's Des Moines. There's some more. Just falling short. Remember, Brody is not detected, so those were all guesses. Eagle Lance, though, still being forced back. Remember, he does not get a heal. Oh god, I just had a thought, guys. Arms race, King of the Sea. Alright, anyway, moving right along. MILKY has been able to capture the B cap. Obviously, pushing Mad Dog back allowed for them to get in. We got a Kleber that's backing into A with Boy No Rights Des Moines. Radar banging away, hoping to catch something. Judge going full speed. This will allow Boy No Right to open up with his guns should something be detected. But look at this Kleber. I mean, it's like a wave chasing after you and you just have to run, you know? But you don't see the wave. He has no idea that this radar is on. He's just anticipating it. That is top tier competitive play, folks. Now that will get Boy No Right into position here at A, south of the that island. It's a very powerful position for a cruiser. Very powerful cruiser position. K-Bomb. I mean, Conqueror is there as an anti-battleship battleship. And you can see what he's doing already. And he's just going to keep working down K-Bomb's Montana. Meanwhile, RESIN is going to come away with at least the C cap. I don't know about the B cap. Schnitzer just started his radar up. That will allow the Stalingrad and the Kleber to get some shots. Oh! And shots from the side there. That was the Kremlin. Mad Dog is in trouble here because he's under that radar for a long period of time. I think this might ultimately be what hurts RESIN, is that they are loitering a lot in radar range. And as a result, you can see the punishment that they're taking because of it. I'm surprised that Carl hasn't kept shooting. He should have a shot. Mad Dog's engines are out. DCP is available, though. He won't get away with the ship for now. But, ouch. Over at the sea cap, we do see RESIN coming off with this capture point. Warp Chaos is in trouble, detected. And we can see the Kremlin, I'm sure, is readying a shot right now for Warped. Over at the A side, RESIN has taken the A cap on the count that they have a gearing, so they obviously will outspot the Kleber. Decent hit up the butt for Warped Chaos. But the big thing is, oh, another big hit there. The big thing is him being pushed back is going to make it much more difficult to try to get back in. And Freiss! Oh, God, that looked like a Stalingrad salvo. That looked like a Stalingrad salvo, guys, coming from all the way downtown. Carl just hammering. That's why you take range mod in your Stalingrad. Yeah, you can see the turrets there looking right for his target, guys. That was a 24-kilometer shot. At that point, those railguns actually have an arc to them. Rice Enjoyer is going to torpedo the island behind Freiss. What did that island ever do to you? But, oh, that island just ate up that torp that would have possibly nailed Freiss's Minotaur. And look at this Mad Dog going back into B again. Who can stop him now? Stalingrad. And this is smart. See, he sees the Stalingrad. No, he doesn't. Maybe he saw him for a glimpse, but he's sensing it, and you can see here comes that wave. And Stalingrad detected. Now, if you're playing the ship, you got to look at that guy and say, okay, how far away is he from me? It's 12 kilometer, okay. You know his radar range. Now, that radar is expiring. If he does it right, he does. He's able to turn northward again. What's the Des Moines radar? Des Moines radar is available. So here's the thing. As soon as Mad Dog gets back into the B cap, that radar is going to get triggered. Let's take a look back at C, because I think this is where the action's going to be for a bit now. As Freiss did pop his radar, catching both Daring and Gearing. And you can see all the shells flying all over the place. Everybody desperately trying to do something. Now, Stalingrad, actually, Carl might have a shot from there. I think he does. Daring goes back into the B cap. There's the radar from Schnitzer. He went in bow forward and had to turn around. That feels bad. I think we're going to see Mad Dog go down here. Let's take a look at that, but I still want to keep an eye over at C because Freiss just got hammered too. Yeah, Mad Dog, I don't see a way for Mad Dog to survive. And Freiss goes down, and Mad Dog is going to go down. Oh, and just like that, 2 kills. 2 kills for Milky. Feels bad if you're RESIN. Now that's tough. Now they're going to have to get back into this somehow. They do have 2 caps, although, as you can see, Brody and the Des Moines, they know they can get through this now. So they are pushing in. Kremlin salvo coming into the smoke. Wow. Over at A, we've got our team. Once again, Bueno Right got that island. Great. What do you do with that island? Talked about that last game too. Unfortunately, Milky is not playing the game that RESIN wants them to play. Plain and simple. Judge is going to try to smoke him up and get him into position. If Bueno Right is able to get up here, maybe he can force something that way. But here's the thing. The Conqueror up at that corner is going to be a problem. A big problem, as Bueno Right just got, you know, smacked in the head a little bit there. That's going to sting. That's going to leave a mark. Eagle Lance now being run down by Silver's Daring. Very good play here. That's going to bully him off the map. Is radar available from Brody? Not yet. Doesn't matter. That gives them the board position that Milky wants. And at this point, How do you come back from this, guys? How do you come back with this? Counter or comment accordingly. What do you guys think? What's the path back in for RESIN? I just don't see it. Warp is trying to take Brody out, but the Kremlin's going to smash him in the face right here. No. I do like the kind of last-ditch turn. I mean, if you keep running, it's a loss anyway, so you might as well try to make something happen. So I do like seeing that. Yamato shell's coming in, just falling short. But Brody is going to be up on radar pretty soon if he's not already. But now we've got Rice Enjoyer detected too. If you're Warped Chaos, do you keep going for the Des Moines kill? Or do you go for the gearing? I might turn left hard and switch to the gearing here. One, you angle to the daring. Two, you get Brody out of your firing arc if you duck behind the island. And three, you can take out the gearing. That said, Brody managed to come away with inches left in his health bar. Centimeters, millimeters? I don't know. Small units of measure. And is able to heal back some of that. Importantly, most importantly, he lives. And things are not looking good for Team RESIN at this point. K-Bomb trying to make something happen with the Montana. He's able to smash in a little bit
The enemy is about to win.
to the Des Moines here, but feels like too little, too late, frankly. What's going on the other side? I saw some health bars dropping. I think the Kremlin took a torp or two. Fiva now forced to run away in the Yamato. Well, he's backing up, actually. And there goes K-Bomb, taken out by the Conqueror. Conqueror doing Conqueror things. And I think, folks, that's going to pretty much do it for this game. Peyton now going forward, trying to make something happen. He is on the Kremlin's broadside. Fiva goes down. It's a Yamato. It's not extremely durable. Now, what I'm looking for are Conqueror shells to come in from the side. And there they are. Peyton wisely stepping on the brakes. Does avoid that, that broadside. But he's going to be forced to give a broadside to everything. And you can see the result of that. He's going to go down right here. 41 hit points. The Daring's going to kill him. 30 seconds remain. Is anybody else going to die? I don't think so. So we're going to go ahead and set up here for our death pick. Actually, if this time's right, we might see some splashy from the torpedoes too. That could be kind of fun. I don't like being backlit. So we'll go to the side. 12 seconds. We will not see the splashy. Oh, maybe we will because Eagle Lance goes down. All right, there is our death pick. And with that, Milky is our official winner. And we'll move on.